Alright, get this in the thumbnail. Are you gonna throw it on your head? Alright. Okay.
That'll probably be sufficient.
Yep, that'll be sufficient. Alright,
What is it?
what do you mean?
What's the intro? Hey guys, it's Carson Crane. Let's talk about stuff.
Yeah, say it loudly.
What up, guys? It's Carson Craning. Let's stuff.
Alright, today we are going to be roasting your guys' outfits that you sent to us. There were a lot of them, and so let's just dive in. This is Ezra, otherwise known as Ezra RU, otherwise known as the Craig Green Lord, I guess.
He's the kid who wore Craig Green to prom.
And next to me we have the CCP legend himself, Connor, the man, the meme.
That's me. Yeah.
The meme. Yeah. Alright, and so we decided we were gonna roast you guys' fits. Let's get started.
Just want to state right now that this is a completely original idea. If you want to do this idea, just contact Carson beforehand.
Yeah.
Just so there's no copyright issues.
I made this up.
Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's continue.
So yeah, back to the first fit. Gunner, what do you guys think of it? Connor, you go first.
Yeah, let me get the right one up.
Whoever did the custom on the jeans didn't get an A in our class. I'd give the jeans like a B- level.
I think the normcore, like socks with sandals look, is pretty exhausted at this point. We've all seen it before. It's been done before, and it looks okay, but it's run its course and it looks a bit cheesy once again.
But overall, it's not a bad fit.
It could be the mirror, but it looks a little top heavy.
Yeah.
No, it's probably just an angle.
It could be completed better using a chunkier shoe.
Yeah.
Whether it be a thicker soled sandal or a boot or something like that to sort of bring home the workwear aesthetic that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an okay fit, and if I saw this person in public, I would not laugh at them.
What are your guys' ratings out of 10?
I will give this, just because we don't have a baseline already, I'll give this a 5.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
I'll agree with Ezra, give it a 5.5.
With a combined composite of, we'll do the math later.
Yeah. Put it on the screen.
You really can't do that?
Okay, here's our next one from Cole Decise.
I have a
we
very
go.
good feeling that he's wearing this for show, and it's about 87 degrees wherever this is taking place, but I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm baking right now, so I'm not going to take any points away for that. But everything, proportions are...
It's definitely kooky looking.
kind of quirky.
The good thing is, the oversized nature of the garments is not overdone because of the crop of the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Since the pants fit lengthwise right, it's much closer to being a decent fit.
Yeah. But something about it gives me a weird vibe.
I think it's just the hat makes it a little costumey, but if it wasn't for the hat, I think that's just a bang-on fit.
Yeah. Even though I don't like the Vetmont's bomber as it is, I think that was a good way to style it with like the pants.
I don't know if I like the white socks being used, for the reason that I get that they're supposed to correspond with the shirt, but there's also the white bubbles, if you will, on the bottom of the Rick sandals.
Yeah.
So it says dog.
Is that like the Rick Owens like dog purse? I'm trying to figure out what in his crotch area.
Yeah, that might be his dog.
I think that's the Rick Owens dog purse thing.
Alright, so because of animal cruelty, I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a strong 7, but just because wearing a dog as a garment, I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Yeah, no, we don't really like people when they kill dogs, so we're gonna have to give it I'm gonna give it like a 7.
4, 5, and 7.
Yep. That's
All
where
right.
we're gonna go. Alright, next is Trevor Gorgie with this 10 out of 10 fit, honestly. Probably the best one here.
He's got to get wider pants. He can't fit his in there without it showing.
Is this also is this just many jackets, or is it one jacket but made with many?
I'm not sure.
because
Either
I
way,
feel
it's
like
big dick energy.
I feel like it's a rip of what like Vetements did, or no, it was Balenciaga did,
Yeah.
with the like many jackets layered, but he ends up looking kind of like a Mongolian man going back to his yurt after like milking his yaks, and he has like these big layers on to keep him insulated.
Yeah.
I think that this is an ironic fit, but I
don't know
quite
about
like
that.
it.
I don't know about that. This is very practical wear.
You know, it's funny, I guess.
10 out of 10.
Maybe like a 9.5, maybe.
I don't feel qualified to rate it.
We got the sprites open now. Next fit.
And I mean, before we move on,
I'd
I'd like
looking
to
for a
thank Sprite
Yep,
for
Sprite
our sponsorship.
Yep. Big
Um,
fan of Sprite.
Without sponsorship from Sprite, I wouldn't be able to afford the Carol Christian Powell garments that I wear.
Okay, so the next fit. This is a good fit.
This is a fit that when I saw it was sent in, I was pretty happy because it means at least one person in the world isn't a fucking idiot. So,
Okay, yeah, I was gonna give it just a high basic rating for a clean all black fit, but I didn't see the waist tie. I'm
the
not sure
waist tie is sick.
if that's
Yeah.
part of the shirt or not, but either way, that's absolutely unbelievable.
And it just looks so proportionately good.
This person knows how
Like-
big they are
Yep.
and what size they are and how to immaculately balance the proportions of the outfit. And I think it's gone really well, but unfortunately, I don't see any Carol Christian Powell.
So it's a 1 out of 10 for me.
But I would, honestly, what do you guys want to give it as your ratings?
Honestly, this is one of the cleanest pictures I've seen in a while, especially with like the muted background. So like as far as composition and outfit and everything, I'd give this a strong like 9.2 out of 10.
I would give it a solid 9.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because it's nice, but I've seen better, and I want to reserve those higher ratings for the upper echelons of fashion.
I'm going to take my rating down to an 8.5 just for that reason.
Okay.
Exactly.
Next pick. Here we go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is
Good
from
morning.
Good Morning Baltimore, a classic. Very
Is
Yogi
this the
fit.
man himself?
Yes, this is the man himself.
Oh man.
What do you guys think?
We talked about this on the Twitch stream.
I think the bag that he's using is fucking hideous.
Yeah, it's like
It's the kind of thing you see the weird kid with his monster gaming headphones listening to like dubstep on his like school provided iPad walking through the hallways. Like he's got that bag. And in there he stores like his anime cum figurines that he like does
Body
like
pillow,
he does his
body
tributes on. He smells really bad, and he probably is like an edgy nihilist, and he misquotes Nietzsche.
But the fit itself
On
is
the
pretty
other
good.
hand,
I like the Yoji. It's a very classic look. Proportions are all well done. I don't have anything to argue besides the bag.
I don't know about the proportions.
I love the proportions.
No, because here's the issue. The drapiness is good, like, but the top portion of the fit, what he's wearing on top, whether it's like a jacket or a shirt, it does not fit him very well in the shoulder. I think it's like flaring out and bunching up in weird ways that's not attractive to what's going on with Yoji.
Yeah, I think the bag is what's
Yeah, but
messing up the shirt.
What you can do is you can still go underneath and pull, and it'll come through, and I've done that before, and it works fine because I used to have like a head quarter bag that I would wear with like a variety of really wide things because I used to be really into Yoji myself, and I just don't think that the bag like really fucks over the fit.
Yeah.
You know, if I were to say anything, honestly, other than what's said about the bag, I love the glasses with the hat. Works perfectly with the rest of the black fit. But honestly, just how the colors work on the blue, I'm assuming that's in Naragi. But I would just not have any color if you're gonna go for just black and white.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I mean, it's not that much of a deduction.
You know
in my
what?
opinion.
I'm gonna disagree with you there. I actually think, as a man who wears monochrome all the time, black and gray and white, I think that, you know, coming from me, I think that the subtle blue works really well. Yoji can get really boring, and that's kind of why I got out of it. There was nothing about the outfits that differentiated them from each other. Like, yeah, you can be like, oh, well, this guy's wearing balloons and this one's wearing hakamas, and he's got this coat versus this one, and it's like, that. It's all the same. You're just wearing black drapey clothing. This looks pretty good with the blue. I'm a fan of that, but I just think the bag I'm still really preoccupied with.
All right, let's give our ratings.
I'd give it a 7.5, 8.
I'd give it a 7.
I'm giving it a 6.5.
All right, next fit is from Good Simon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Woo! Stripes.
Okay.
Wow. I'm blown away by this fit.
Holy shit.
He's got immense swag, immense drip.
Immense drip.
Just
I mean, you might as well
colossal.
just be in the pond at this point. What's the point of just standing on the rock?
Dude,
No,
he
no,
probably
but you don't- he created the fucking pond.
with his drip,
He just
bro.
rise up, Jesus Christ, onto the creates his own rock.
Yeah, no. So we got the Cavemt.
Is it Cav?
Yeah, it's
This
Cav.
is
Oh.
literally just an e-boy that started to get into
Okay.
high and fast.
So my opinion on this fit is, I don't know why this person bothered sending his fit. I don't know why we're wasting our time looking at this fit. It's a terrible outfit. The matchy between the Cavemt and the Y3 shoes looks terrible. The wallet chain is
11 minutes later.
Tell this person to have a better fit, legitimately.
Okay, so
Okay.
my whole thing about matching tops with shoes, unless it's white or black or monochrome, is never a good idea. And my least favorite color combos of all time are red and black and yellow and black. And
always looks bad.
So I mean, that's like the Cavemt version of the Gosha sweater,
Yeah, yeah.
split or whatever. So,
I mean, the actual sweater itself looks like it's cut pretty good.
See,
But the pants are too, like, they're not even that slim pants, but they need to be wider.
So what are we doing? Keep the crew neck
well,
at a bare
here's what I
minimum,
think.
widen the pants. Shoes are dead.
I definitely have like a guilty pleasure for Cavemt. I used to be really into Cavemt, and I think in terms of like experimental streetwear, if that's not a oxymoron in and of itself, I think Cavemt does it pretty well. But Cavemt looks good when it's combined with tech wear
Yeah,
and
I was just gonna
Cavemt-y
say.
stuff. So
Like
wide
some-
but cropped, or wide but pooling in a way, pants look good.
Like cargos. Like
Cargos
beige
look
cargos
good.
would look really good with this.
Even keep the black and just have it with some combat boots and just
Yeah, that
widen
would
up
be-
the pants.
the Y3s, like, I don't really hate
Are those
Y3.
Oh,
yeah,
I was talking about the pants. No,
the
are
shoes. The
bad.
shoes are Y3.
The colors just what ruins it.
It's like you can't have bright and bright, honestly. But if you like took out the chain and substituted this for some like beige or black, pretty heavy cargos, and just got some like combat boots, or if you want to go on the more tech side, like whatever.
Prestos, mid Prestos.
Yeah, like those would look fucking
The
awesome.
acronyms.
Yeah,
God, those are
something that just
terrible.
like honestly, the more I look at it, it's not as bad. It's just the pocket chain is what
we
really
had to have
takes
fun
off.
with someone.
We had to have fun. Yeah, no.
Here's
So-
here's what I think though, because the jumper,
Sets it all off.
it's a good sweatshirt, but Cavemt makes so many cooler things.
Yeah.
And especially in their sweatshirt department, you can get things of like very interesting and very cool colors that you wouldn't get from any other designer or any other brand. And I think you're doing a disservice to yourself and to Cavemt to get just a basic, like very common red one and just cookie cuttering it into a e-boy Gosha fit.
Yeah.
So I would recommend, you can go in that Cavemt direction, but lose the bottom.
Change it up a little bit, but
Ratings?
ratings.
I do like a 3.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a 3.
I'll stick with the 3. Yeah.
But
Thanks
keep
for sending
going.
it in, though.
keep going.
You're starting
good.
at a good place.
The thing is,
All right, now here's
Here's
low bar.
another one where we just go.
Let's just rate it right away and just get on.
see, the preface that I'm gonna say is, we all go through a phase.
Yep.
We all go through this.
I
phase.
used to do that. Karsten used to do
I
it.
used to do it.
I would bet Ezra had done
mean,
it at some point.
Maybe.
But
and-
you're gonna get over this phase.
Yeah, you'll
You just jump straight to CCP and you'll be
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think with more research into fashion and less of a surface level interest that's used to impress your friends, you'll find something that you actually like. Because what is this? Is this a number 9?
Number 9, which is like a good start into Japanese streetwear. We got the J.W. Anderson.
Is the most played out thing you can possibly do.
But it's a very surface level fit. But I think there's promising. This could be promising.
It doesn't look bad.
It does not.
It doesn't look bad.
It's black and white.
It's responsibly done, although it's a worn out. It's a very insipid idea.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good enough. Like no one's gonna make fun of you for it because you're not doing anything.
No, like the thing is like
there's nothing here that's that particularly
if you want to stay at this point, you can, and no one's gonna like argue with you. But at the same time, like it's a good starting place to learn and grow and actually turn yourself into having your own individual style. This is very much playing into a trend.
Yeah.
A trend that's not bad necessarily, because he's not overly doing the pocket chains or anything like that.
He's
He doesn't even have a pocket chain.
Which is really nice.
He just has a nice little
That's a
necklace
+1.
on.
Yeah.
So
Alright, what I have to say is just a rule of thumb for anyone who's getting into this sort of, like the starting place for streetwear. Stay away from slim dress pants or skinny dress pants. Stay away from JW cons or CDG cons. Stay away from pocket chains. And do a little something different than a white button up under a t-shirt or a sweater.
And we've all done it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's to the point where people are just starting to do it now. And that was like two
that's
and a half years
weird.
ago.
See, that's like the style that everyone had, and that's what I went into it like being.
Mm-hmm.
But then as I, went along my journey, my own personal fashion journey, you're gonna find things that you like more. You're gonna find things that appeal to your own ideologies if you really get into it. Like I discovered Rei Kawakubo's work, and I got really into Comme des Garçons for a bit. Apologies for the pronunciation.
Better than Carson. Better than Carson.
So you'll find stuff that you find interesting outside of how it looks. And I think that's where you really find your personal style, is when you find something that isn't just because you want to impress people, or isn't just because you think it looks cool because you saw it on an Instagram influencer's page.
Yeah. That's another thing. Unfollow all of those pages and you'll start to just follow artists, and that's pretty much all you need to do. If they have an influencer in their bio, chances are not a good idea.
Imagine reflecting on yourself and
we
being
should all put influencer in our bio.
You have enough followers to put it as influencer. I think you have to have 10K or something.
Alright,
you have to have 10K.
What did we give the last guy? 3 out of 10?
This is more like a 4
I
to
was
a 5.
gonna say 3.1, but I thought you had a pocket chain, so I will give you a 4.1.
I'll give it a 4.
+1 for sure.
It's a 4.
Yeah, but
Oh, +1 on the hair too. You have really
yeah,
nice
you
hair.
have good hair. Here's an interesting one.
This one is...
This one. Oh.
This is what happens when you hear a rap song and hear a
K-pop.
designer's name mentioned, and then you...
Oh my god.
You...
Look at how he's lacing the remotes.
Oh god, no. and then with absolutely no knowledge of any of it, you try to piece it together and you end up looking like a fucking idiot.
You spent so much money.
This has to be
Too.
ironic.
Yeah.
There's no chance where it's teddy jacket with pod shorts and.
Dude, the crazy thing is I've seen
and
that.
Nike crew socks.
Nice.
This guy has to.
It's
be
I hope it's ironic.
It's definitely bait. And I think if it was sincere, the biggest roast we could give to it is to say this has to be bait.
This one's
fun.
You can start out, Connor.
I like.
This one's fun. I've seen this guy's Instagram a
Yeah,
lot.
me too.
Fashion Anchors bows out at this guy.
And I've seen a lot of his stuff. A lot of his fits are hit or miss. They can either be very excellent or absolute garbage. This one is pretty good. It's pretty good for what Rick is. It's pretty good for modern Rick, outside of the entry level or beginner Rick, which is your pod shorts and all that nonsense. So I think this is pretty good because at least he's wearing the cool stuff that Rick makes now, the stuff that Rick would think is cool now.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I'm a big fan of the pentagram creepers. I really love those boots. I wouldn't buy them. The haircuts look great.
The pentagrams are laces ridiculous. That's sweet.
Yeah, they're f***ing cool. That's a cool boot.
There's 15 times around the calf.
And then the haircuts look really good here. I actually like the stacking quite a bit. People might say it's really try hard, but
Contrast with the stacking of the arms really well.
yeah,
Because if that was like cut well, if the top was cut to the wrist and then it was just the pants that stacked, it would look really off. But I think just because like how bunched the fit is, like even it looks like a motif in the lace.
Yeah, there's that motif that's going over and over of like the like
bunching.
the lines.
Yeah, I really like that.
That's cool.
And then he even has it with the waist.
yeah.
Just to pull it up. Yeah,
So-
I'll give him extra, and even the neckline, dude.
So that being said, phenomenal fit. We'll give it like an 8.5
I'll
out
give
of
it an
10.
8.5. Yeah.
But if I saw this person in real life, I would laugh at them because they look stupid.
Imagine see this guy on the subway just
like you would look
Listen,
so stupid
what
as
would
an
he-
actual person
what would
like
he be
that.
listening to on
But
the subway?
amazing.
But it's cool and
I
you look
love it.
good.
What would he be listening to on the subway on the way back from?
Ooh,
from
It would
the
be some
resort?
like experimental techno, absolutely.
Blade.
Mm-mm.
Not Blade.
Not Blade, not Blade. It would be
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. This guy's like,
Oh, I found Grail. I'm gonna spend all my money on Virginia Creeper and Helmet Lane Creamer.
Yeah. All right. So
we've got an interesting fit here. We've got a well, interesting in the sense that it looks very out of place on the person wearing it, and interesting in the fact that it's absolutely not interesting in any way.
all the pieces are pretty hyped, and like they're all very good entry level pieces
Ooh.
into.
that's what it's like. What?
Yeah, that sweater is really expensive.
I don't think that's entry.
So, well, they're all
No,
very.
it's like an entry level Grail though. Is the thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like you see it.
Same with I guess.
You see someone wearing it on like Found on Grail, and you think, "Wow, I want to be shouted out by a corporation."
Mhm.
And then you buy the like sweater for $3,000, and then you wear it poorly with a pair of like helmet laying painter jeans and geo thrashers, and have absolutely no understanding of proportionality because you haven't had no time to actually develop your style.
Mhm.
So like this is someone who hasn't like been through the struggles of like, you know, looking for pieces that are cheap but will look good, and it shows. It shows
He's
that
still in the streets.
they don't know how to style it. So
If I had
It's
to
a
say anything
it's a good
about
lesson
this-
about not spending all your money on stuff when you don't know how it's gonna fit and what you know is gonna fit you well.
yeah, and so I guess the big thing here is the jeans, due to their probably width and stackiness at the bottom, and also the fact that your legs aren't, you know, the longest legs. You're not like you know, SLP model or anything. Combined with the extended length of the sweater, where it comes down to, you know, like mid groin, it makes you look very long in the top and short in the legs, and that's just not going to look good. As someone who's very short, I can say you should absolutely steer clear of making your legs look short at any moment. So I'd
Yeah.
recommend looking into anything that's a bit higher waisted,
Or just tucking the sweater into.
tucking the sweater in.
Also
We're
the
just getting it down.
also the patterns where you have like the helmet lang painters and the.
oh, there's too much going on.
yeah,
for
there's
sure.
too much going on.
It's
And
like a sensory overload.
So work on like all of these pieces could be styled well if they were styled with even something more basic.
Yeah.
because they're all statement pieces.
So like the
So-
thing is that like you have the potential to have a really great wardrobe. You just need to not focus on throwing in as many designer pieces as you can.
If I had to say anything about this, it would probably be this guy looks like the hero that swoops down in Icy Cops. How much is your outfit worth? Video and takes the win because he has the most expensive.
Yeah.
Avant-garde.
This
outfit.
kid is going.
Avant-garde.
This kid is going to the Icy Cop outfit challenge and being like, I am the most avant-garde.
He stands above all of the off-white belts on joggers and $20 distress zipper biker jeans from Zara.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. It's
I'm
just
not gonna
like
rate it.
I'm not rating it because it doesn't warrant one.
no.
I think it's just it's just archive bull that we've all seen before, and for some reason everyone wants because Grailed says so. So
Thank you, Grailed. This is sponsored by Grailed, by the way. Actually, no,
absolutely
it's
not.
not.
Throw Carson's post up on Found on Grill.
Bro, all I'm gonna say, Grailed, bro.
Next fits. This one is
You were right about the stance, dude.
Oh, we got the Uzi stance with this one.
That sweater is unbelievable.
The sweater is really cool. I think
That is
that
cold as
number
shit.
9 or something?
It could be that, could be undercover. I don't
Number
know.
9.
All that shit kind of blends together for
Yeah.
me.
But the fit, what do we think? I think the sweater's cool. One thing I do like is that all the tones are similar.
Yep. If you cut it there, that's just a bang on fit. But then,
Okay, so the weird thing is I'm looking at this guy's glasses, and he's like a nerd dressed up in like trendy clothing. So like it does not suit him, and he's wearing like his dad's like fisherman hat.
it's like anti-trendy clothing.
And well, no, it's not. Is the thing, because it's like 2 years ago trendy, or like a year ago trendy, back when, you know, Bloody Osiris and all those people.
Yeah,
were,
there's some Bloody O vibes to this.
you know, whether it be with the, you know, the big pants and the pose and the like undercover on top, or whether it's or number 9, I don't give a shit. The distressed sweater, it's exhausted at this point. I've said it before about a lot of these fits, but this one especially, I'm sick of seeing this style. It's really immature. I think it's really undeveloped. It has absolutely no nuance to it, and like to get out of that trend could be beneficial.
Yeah, we gotta stop the Bloody O trend. This is one of the better Bloody O fits, though. Like, looking through my DMs and seeing all the Bloody O fits, this was the one I wanted to talk about because there actually were some positives, such as the sweater.
The colors look
colors.
good. The colors work. I just don't like how any of it fits. It looks stupid.
Yeah.
It's a better Bloody O fit than most of Bloody O's fits.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So if that's what you're going for, you did good.
You did good if that's your standards, but
No,
I think you have, like, from this picture, I'm guessing he has the wardrobe to pull off some better fits that are a little bit more mature.
Unless you just dupe us on, it's all thrift and we're just getting paid.
But, yeah, no, like, you know,
Definitely get SBs or those.
what are those?
Those are SBs, unless those are like, those are SBs, I think. Especially for
Yeah.
laces. Yeah, if you get different shoes, I would give it higher rating, but I'd say like a 6, 5.5, 6.
I'm giving it a 4. I don't have a tolerance or I don't tolerate this sort of style.
5.
I just don't think it ever looks good.
I give it a
Okay, so after all that carnage, after all that suffering that we went through, that our brain and eyes had to endure thanks to the terrible fits that were sent in, we're going to end it on 2 good notes. These are 2 fits that we think did pretty well. So we're going to start out with the fella Masoom, and I used to see his fits in High Fashion Talk, and I think he's an example of someone who understands their body and understands proportionality and what will look good on them. And so he goes for a smarter European style.
Yep, Belgian professor kind of look.
So I think he, he sees that he's got the beard, he's got the glasses, he looks a bit, older.
distinguished. Very distinguished.
So he looks very good in this outfit. He's got probably a raft vest on, and those are
Homme Please by Simiyaki, and then he's actually styling the SLP Wyatts in a wonderful way.
See, that's something I would not expect. I would not expect to see Wyatts looking so good with the Please pants, but it works here.
It works so well, and I'm really shocked because all of those pieces, those 2 bottom pieces, are pretty memed for being styled a certain way,
and they're also very contrasting in essence.
Oh, I know. If I saw that on anybody else, I wouldn't think it would work well, but because he has that top that's very distinguished.
You know what's good here? He has the vest is a little bit cropped, so it really brings out the length of his legs, and he's wearing the in my opinion, the most boring Issey Miyake pleated pants. They're just the very straight ones. I prefer the ones that are more ballooning in nature. But on him, these look very good. They make him look tall. They make him look slim. It's just an all-around, like, very flattering, nice fit to do about anything in.
Yeah, no, it's a great fit.
My favorite part about it is the piping on the vest has the thick cut piping, and then it has
that's
on the
so
waistline,
good.
and it transitions into the Homme Please.
Yeah, that's a good thing to notice. That's perfect.
Perfectly.
Yeah,
I really like that. I'd give that like a strong 7.5, 8.
I'll give it an 8. It's not the style that I prefer, but I don't think this fellow would look particularly good in what I like to wear, and I think this really suits him.
He's too built.
Yeah,
Also,
8.5.
He's self-aware. He's self-aware. He said the captain.
The caption is feeling like a grandpa.
So
another point for
ups
you.
on you, yeah.
8.5 for me.
Into captain.
All right, the next
All right.
fit. This one's awesome.
Probably the best one we've seen.
This might be the best fit.
As much as I hate Unit Supply because they're not very good, they couldn't figure out how to dye these damn vests, which is why the orange is coming through, and they charged way too much for them when I got like 4 of the vests for $30 each and did the work myself. So I don't like Unit Supply, and I feel bad for this person for falling for the whole Unit Supply scam thing that they went through, basically. But with that being said, he's taken Unit Supply's errors and turned them into his strengths in his outfit, as he's tied this vest back into dark brown, possibly with undertones of orange trousers that have a sort of persistent flare to stack up on the
Perfect fit on the pants.
on the boots,
And it
or whatever
looks
he's wearing.
so good with like the navy shirt, which is the undercover television shirt.
Yeah.
And it's not, he's not flexing the undercover television part, which is awesome, nice to see.
So yeah, the back graphic will also be covered up, so it's just peeking out a little bit for those who know.
Which is really subtle and cool, and Television is an amazing band, and I love that you bought that.
Wow,
and
who
also,
would have thought? Karsten recommending memecore music.
And the pants are actually Stats Ballet, I believe.
Are they?
Yeah.
Dude, see, Avery has some good shit.
Yeah, no, he does.
Avery is like a more respectable person, and I think I've always been fond of how pants fit on Avery and what he has made in pants.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear them, but they look great if you're a tall, lanky fella.
And-
How he's just like his look. It might be the exposure of the camera, but he's just like a really pasty, slim white dude, and that is the perfect body shape and wiring for this fit.
And
Exactly.
it looks amazing. This
Setting
fit-
wise, the fit pick looks great too.
Just the whole composition is amazing.
I think the pants look they look outdoorsy enough. The vest is, a U.S. Navy life vest that was then had the plastic that would make it padded, removed, and dyed. I think it works really well with the setting. I just think it's a respectable, solid fit, albeit it's not too spectacular, but it's just very good.
Yeah, honestly, I could give it a 9 out of 10.
I'd give it a 9.
It's the best we've seen. I'm not gonna rate it, but
Yeah, alright, well, that's the video. Again, we don't take anything to heart. We're just a bunch of
take it all to heart because you need it.
because we're just really pretentious. But yeah, no, great job. Like, subscribe. This again is Connor. I'll link his Instagram down below. And this is Ezra. I'll link his Instagram down below as well. And I'm Karsten Craning, otherwise known as
Let's
Reed St.
talk
Laurent.
about stuff.
We're ending this.
Peace out.
Out.